Let's discuss the alleged obsession Hailey Bieber has with not only Justin, but also Selena Gomez. Literally, the girl dedicated 10 years to getting what she wanted and she married him. She found out from the president of the fan clubs where Justin Bieber was going to be, which hotels he was going to stay at, and she would stay at the hotels. Hailey Baldwin went from trying to bump into Justin Bieber to marrying him is so iconic. A few days ago, a video on TikTok went viral as a guy re-uploaded a YouTube video to TikTok, where he tells the whole story of Hailey's obsession with dead people, right? They start showing evidence of Hailey at 14 years old, stalking Justin, following him to the places he frequented, even tattoos that, according to her, she copied from Selena Gomez. And well, people are in shock because we already knew that Hailey was a fan of Justin, that she was also a fan of Selena. But what many of us didn't know were some details that are shown with evidence in that video. Apart from that, even ex-fans, well, not just fans, super fans of Justin and Selena, giving their testimonies of how Hailey approached them to get information about the places Selena was going, where Justin Bieber was going. So people on the internet are in shock. Honestly, I wasn't going to make a video about this because this topic, like many of you, I'm tired of it, baby. For as long as I can recall, people have discussed Justin and Selena's relationship. And I've already made several videos saying like people need to get over it. But I admit that when I saw that video, Susanna, I was also a little shocked. Because there are many things. It's just that there are too many coincidences that you say, could it really be a coincidence? So yes, in this video, I will not only be summarizing that YouTube video that went viral, but also other evidence I found on the internet. Stay to find out all the gossip. Susanna says this will be quite powerful. I almost forgot my intro. Good girls, from good to bad. And yes, I just teleported to my mom's house. I've been obsessed with Dossier perfumes for a year now. They're my current obsession, and it's been going on for a while, not just at the moment. Because you can smell rich, expensive, delicious Susanna at a much more affordable price. They are very popular for drawing inspiration from famous perfumes, making their own perfumes and selling them to you at a very affordable price. And besides, the best thing about them is that not only are they affordable, but their perfumes are truly good. For example, this woody sandalwood, I hope I'm saying it right, Juana Maria, how embarrassing. Well, they were inspired by Le Labo Santal 33 with this perfume, which costs around $230, but you can get this one for just $29.40, which is on top of everything discounted. In addition, they not only make inspired perfumes, they also have their original perfumes, and they make perfumes for all ages, for all genders, for all people, right? Doesn't matter what your taste is. For example, my mom for a while now, she was already a fan of Dossier and had been buying their perfumes even before I collaborated with them. So I'm gonna share her testimony, Mom. What's your favorite perfume from Dossier?
My favorite Dossier perfume is Florida Honey. No, Mom.
And what do you like most about the perfume?
That the perfume is very cozy for day to day. I wear it to the gym, I wear it to go out, I wear it to take Milo out, I wear it to work.
I loved it. Let's check the Dossier Beautiful. So if you want to smell delicious or gift one of Dossier's perfumes to a loved one, don't forget to click on the link in my description. I left the Dossier link there for you. Let's continue with this video. The beginning of Hailey's obsession with Justin rose to fame in 2010. Well, to worldwide fame, Babe, in 2010 for his song Baby, right? Before that, in 2009, he had already released some songs that had become quite popular. At one of his performances, essentially a concert, Hailey was seen, and from a video we can see that Hailey's dad introduced them. The two of them met for the first time on The Tonight Show. She said that at that time she was not a fan of Justin because he was just starting out in music.
No,
To be frank, he was so new that I hardly knew him. Many people started saying that Hailey is a liar, that obviously she was always obsessed with him. She might have been right that in 2009 he was just starting out, but it's barely true. But that could also have been the start of her obsession. I mean, having met him in person, They later went bowling, and maybe she started to get a little obsessed with him. Because this was just the beginning of many coincidences between the two of them. There are several paparazzi who were taking videos of Justin, and who cares if Hailey happens to appear? And it wasn't just in one video, but in several videos, which made people think that maybe it wasn't a coincidence anymore. The truth is, their perception was quite accurate. Because several superfans of Selena and Justin have come out to tell how Hailey approached them to ask for information about them, where they were staying, where they were going. So she could also go to those places. For instance, Ronnie, a devoted Selena Gomez fan, visited numerous locations frequented by the singer. He already knew, before Selena Gomez arrived at the place, he already knew that Selena Gomez was going to be there.
It's Ronnie. Oh my God, it's not a lie.
And he says that he and Hailey met and became friends. Once he went to a sushi restaurant because Justin was going to be at that sushi restaurant. Moreover, Hailey knew Justin was going to that sushi place because she also went there and she went to eat there. He, however, stayed outside to wait, but Hailey went in to eat at that place, and just as Hailey was entering, Justin was leaving. So, Hailey didn't even have time to cross paths with Justin or to take a photo with Justin, but she did have time for Ronnie. And it's said that day Hailey left that place super angry because literally she only went to that place to cross paths with Justin. And she didn't achieve any of that, but who did achieve it was Ronnie. And he says that at that moment, they both shared contact so that he could pass her information about Justin, about Selena, where they were going to go and all that.
Whenever he was in New York, she would hit me up asking me like, oh, do you know Will?
One thing that seemed a bit strange to me was that he said Hailey always used Kylie and Kendall as an excuse. And,
she would always use like Kylie and Kendall as a scapegoat. Like she would be like, oh, they want to. She
would always say, do you know where Justin is? Because Kylie and Kendall want to know. And not only did Ronnie say that, but also a girl named Dana, who was a super fan of Justin Bieber, such a fan that she had a Twitter account with more than 200,000 followers. She was very well known among the fans. What does it matter that she and Hailey became super friends? Hailey would reply to her tweets. She even appeared in a video that Dana made referring to a video that Justin made with Selena, Susanna. The two became very good friends, frequently texting each other and asking for Justin's location. So much so that she even told on one occasion that Hailey also told her it was because Kylie and Kendall wanted to know. She says that Hailey's plan wasn't that big. To be a crazy fan and always asking Justin for pictures because, well, also, I feel that it's because Justin already knows Hailey. So for him, it must also be a bit weird. Like, this girl that I know always goes to the same places as me, she wanted more than him. I feel like he saw her as like, wow, we always frequent the same places, right? And so yes, that was what she wanted. Like catching Justin's eye. If Dana told Hailey that Justin was staying at this hotel, she would also stay at that hotel. Or would she eat at that hotel's restaurant? With the sole purpose of crossing glances with that man so that he would notice her, so that he would see her. She would say she would either stay at that hotel or she would eat at that hotel or do whatever at that hotel so she could bump into him. That's how I imagine them, Juana Maria. And what does it matter that in 2014, Kylie's dream started to become a little bit of a reality? Because Kendall and Kylie became super close with him, right? At that time, the Kardashians and their dynasty had grown more than usual. I mean, the Kardashians were already too well known. And obviously, all that circle came together. And well, Kylie was lucky that she was best friends with those two girls. It's amusing because in 2022, I made a video about these people who were involved in a bit of a love triangle. Justin was with Kendall, Kylie, and others. They passed the drool, Susanna, and shared the same man 10. Many also talk about the plan they made. I think it was in 2014, something like on New Year's 2014. In conclusion, they planned to distance Selena from Justin and bring him closer to Hailey in the new year, which has left people somewhat traumatized. It's that Hailey's obsession was not only with Justin, but also with Selena. So let's talk about Hailey's obsession with Selena. She was also a huge Selena Gomez fan. In 2011 and 2012, she was always posting tweets referring to Selena, referring to how beautiful Selena was, to how beautiful the relationship between Justin and Selena is. Susanna, who was going to tell that woman that years later she was the one who was going to marry Justin Susanna, and those tweets she was going to hate with all her heart and with all her strength. Well, I'm going to let the egg read you some tweets. Hello, I'm the egg, and here I'm going to read some things that my little one Hailey tweeted. I am 100% Team Helena. I don't care what others say. But Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together are the definition of a teenage dream. Is Selena Gomez so attractive? Seriously, she's more than beautiful, and he is Bieber, you know, the perfect relationship for forever alone. And getting back to the topic of superfans, Selena's superfan, Ronnie, tells that Selena was good. She has lifelong friends, but friends who are not from the industry, friends who are not famous at all. And really, the only people who know about that friendship that Selena has are the super fans of Selena Gomez who stalk them, you know, and who know things about her life. And well, what does it matter that among those people who know that close circle of Selena Gomez was Hailey Bieber? Before she had any kind of connection with Justin and all that? Well, she always had a little link with Justin, but before she was super friends with Justin, she followed Selena Gomez's friends. But to the friends who were not famous of Selena Gomez, before she even knew them herself, they eventually became friends, or at least good acquaintances, as they frequented the same places. She was even part of Selena Gomez's social circle.
Watch. Not only did Hailey follow every single one of her friends that was in that picture with her, she legit hung out with every single one.
He starts to count. Hailey started using the same makeup artist as Selena Gomez, despite the many available in Hollywood. That you always go with the same one? With the one she's had since she was 16, you hire that same makeup artist? And many people say they think it's because Hailey wanted to look like Selena Gomez. Or do you know, like, she wanted to get Justin's attention? Somehow saying, like, if this person does Selena Gomez's makeup and she looks gorgeous, maybe if they do my makeup and I look gorgeous, Justin might like me too. Well, that's what a lot of people say. Well, I also wrote here that she frequented the same gym. You know, like Selena Gomez? For years, she went to a gym, and then Hailey also started going to that same gym. And, well, Selena, I think she stopped going to that gym. And, well, something that left me a little... I think what shocked me the most about everything, right? As I mentioned earlier, I'm tired of discussing Hailey and Selena Gomez. Susanna, I just want to move on, you know? Sometimes I feel people exaggerate a lot, like when Hailey farts and people say, guess who else farts? Today, Selena, baby, guess who also had diarrhea today, Selena? Like, people also exaggerate a bit and start to see everything as a similarity. But, well, yes, this was what left me a bit in shock, and it was the fact that, well, that Selena got a G tattooed, which is the initial of her sister. And, well, what does it matter? That just months later, Hailey also got a G tattooed behind her ear, you know, in the same place as Selena. But that tattoo was in honor of the initial of Dell, the name of her pastor's daughter. I mean, super random, you know, like what? Who tattooed the girl? Of their pastor's daughter? And, like, coincidentally, you know, like in the same place as that girl? Like, people know that you in childhood, in adolescence, were obsessed with her, and that you do that, it looks a little weird. So people say, like, Hailey was trying in every way to look like Selena, right? Like, to make Justin fall in love with her. Also, the fact that Hailey got tattooed, well, that was later, when she married Justin. She got a J tattooed because people were saying that this tattoo looks very similar to a ring that Justin gave to Selena. And honestly, I saw it and I can't say they don't look alike, Susanna. They really do look very similar. And you know how? At first, you might think that many things are a coincidence, but then when you start to see so many similarities, maybe you realize that it's not so much of a coincidence. You know, that maybe there are things she does even unconsciously, you know, like maybe at some point in her adolescence, in something like that, she became so obsessed with Selena. She looked up so many things about Selena that it seems normal to her to do those things, you know? Maybe she doesn't even remember seeing them in Selena, but 10, I tell you, really? It doesn't look so strange that a person becomes obsessed with a celebrity because it's something one sees every day of their life. If not, it's strange how she married Justin Bieber. Susanna, people like, you know, who cling to that, just like in interviews, you know? I also find it a little creepy that in some interviews she literally said the same thing. The same bar by bar that Selena Gomez had said if Selena Gomez in an interview in 2015 said that she no longer has the same body she had at 19 years old. Do you know what Hailey said in 2021 about no longer having the same body she had at 19? Do you know what 19 sounds like? That age sounds like, it seems very crazy to me. I don't have
To be that 19-year-old body shape anymore. I'm not 19 anymore. I'm 24 now. I feel like my body has changed the most. What's the one thing you wish people knew about you? And I said I wanted it to be my heart. What do you wish more people knew about you? My heart. I was saying.
I wish people just knew there are things that I already think people exaggerate, right? People are already exaggerating over little things like in certain photos. They keep saying she copies, I think there are styles she may have copied or been inspired by from Selena, but people also exaggerate some things too much. More current things than me. I feel that maybe she is no longer copying Selena in certain things. But well, yes, one thing that also seemed a bit off to me, Hailey, what happened here? It was that after she and Justin got married, Selena went to rehab. And what does it matter that there are paparazzi photos from those times? That Hailey is seen going by with her pastor? Circling around Selena's house multiple times in front of it. Susanna, to make sure that Selena is still in rehab, because at that time Justin was really bad, When Selena went into rehab, he was really bad, he was really upset. Susanna, and I feel like they wanted to control that man in every way, Like he wouldn't come back for any reason with Selena, He wouldn't write to her? No, nothing. It's also said that on his wedding day, he sent 23 messages to Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez said something similar in a song, which doesn't seem crazy to me. Because he and Selena Gomez had something for 10 years, Susanna. In 2018, they suddenly ended it, just like they had many times before. 2 months later, he begins dating Hailey and they marry 6 months after that. Like everything was too rushed, and there's also a very strong theory on the internet, and it's about their pastors. He entered that church that many people say is a bit of a cult, and well, that church. Hailey has been going since she was little, right? She knows those pastors all her life. It appears that Justin Bieber began going to that church when he could no longer cope with his life. Full of addictions, full of women, full of everything bad, right? He wanted to get closer to God, to be happy, and to find peace in his heart. It seems that, well, the theory is that those people took advantage of that, right? Because something that is known is that Justin donates millions of dollars to that church. But not only that, they say that the pastors arranged that marriage, that he even makes jokes about it, He admits that everything seems like it was an arranged marriage.
I think because she was raised Christian, and I think they found out that, I think it was an arranged marriage. Then...
So those pastors arranged that relationship because it was too convenient for them, and maybe they did it to her. To make Justin believe, they say, like in that very vulnerable moment. That Hailey was going to be the best option for him, and that he was really going to be happy the moment he got married, which he also said, I
hit an emotional rough patch right after getting married. Because I thought marriage was going to solve all my problems.
That he had been told that getting married was going to solve all his problems, and that after he got married, he realized it didn't. Susanna, Justin had another terrible relapse after the couple got married, which shows the impact of their union. And also something that I find curious is that they tried for years to also have a baby, and maybe they did it with the same method, thinking that was going to fix everything. In their relationship and Justin's entire life, the fact of having a baby, they had a baby and Justin had a terrible relapse. Susanna, And me neither. Now, I don't want to be saying that Justin is a victim or anything like that. I'm telling you what I saw on the internet because Justin is also an adult man. He makes his own decisions. He is a person who can think. If you don't love a person and you decide to marry a person, you also have to take responsibility for that. I can't put all the responsibility on Hailey or anything like that, or that she is the world's biggest manipulator and that Justin is a saint. Why not? It's amusing that now every move they make, people seem to connect them. People are claiming that others are copying Selena, such as her going to Disney with Benny Blanco. Well, not to promote, but to say that they were going to release their new album, something like that, Susanna. And what does it matter that days later? Well, Hailey and Justin also went to Disney. Selena Gomez uploaded a childhood video of herself, while Justin is also sharing photos of him as a child. So everyone is like copycats, copycats, copycats. Get over Selena. I want to clarify that I'm not confirming Hailey did anything mentioned in this video. I'm simply sharing information I discovered online. Please don't hate on her or make assumptions. Share your opinions on this topic in the comments. Susanna, also write me video ideas, please. I love you all with all my heart. Thank you for watching. Comment a black heart to let me know you got to this point. Reading your comment and saying you are the real deal. Yes, you are. I love you so much. Don't forget to follow me on my other social networks. You can find the information in the description. Susanna, a kiss on the Anastasio. I love you all very much. Take care. Love you.